Rammus ban on Shook.
And watch this cracking up. Watch it.
Respect ban against Shook here with the Rammus. But Nidalee, obviously against Safe, you have to ban it. He can play both AP Nidalee and he can also play the standard Bruiser one. Obviously Alliance don't want to deal with it, and they got Zillion.
I mean, Shield really didn't like Rammus. They even spelt out Ram. I don't know why they did that one. Threashland's head also being taken away. But yes, Zillion threw straight away for, is it Froggen or is it Nif again? That's the question. But it does mean Rise once again could be the hands of Save.
So I gotta say, once again, in the last matchup, Alliance caught Shield off guard. They picked Zillion early. It was a flex pick. They even said after in the interview, they were confused by this. They thought that it was mid lane. Alliance made the switch to support. So once again, flex pick starting out. Alliance trying to play that mind game.
Yeah, but we have to say in the last game, where it was Nif playing the Zillion, it wasn't the greatest performance. His build was very questionable. His ultis in the late game didn't pay off for Alliance at all. We're going to have to see if he's playing it again, if he's changing up the build path, and also if he can be more clutch in these late game fights.
Well, wherever it goes, it's going to give Alliance this experience bonus that they can make a mid-game push with. And Najin Shield have already locked in super late game here. So there's an opening. They've got this slump in the middle where Alliance can make a push. They kind of just have to go through that window now.
White Shield is definitely expecting to be able to do the same as they did against Alliance last time, where they played, fall a little bit behind early game, but then come back through better vision control, getting the picks onto Alliance, and then get to late game where you have Tristana and Rise, two of the best champions in the late game already, but they are going to be extremely weak in this mid game. Alliance can punish them. Aurelia was left open, the best mid game top laner.
So this is what we were expecting from Alliance, and as you said, Shield are ready. They're just calling it. They're saying, okay, bring it at us one more time.
And what a shot. Shook goes for Lee Sin as well alongside him. So no surprises. The buddy system in action between Shook and Wicked. We'll see if it works out. I still really want to know. Is this Zillion, the fact that it snuck through is, I think it's really keeping Najin White Shield guessing, but they are going to be able to have the chance to counter it.
Yeah, they've got the last pick this time around. They're not going to get fooled twice.
Yeah.
Not get fooled twice, but banning Rammus and give Sugar Lee Sin, that is very, very strange. You really respect this Rammus pick here from Sugar. It must be because they're not used to playing against it and just want to get it out of the way.
That's exactly it, yeah. I mean, if it's something you're just not used to, you've not practiced, you've never seen it in ages, then just take it out of the picture.
And Alliance right now, you're sitting on Aurelia for Wicked, comfort pick for multiple years, like ever since the guy became professional, and Lee Sin for Shook, his main champion as well. So you're giving some comfort picks over to Alliance here, who all are extremely strong in this mid game.
It honestly looks like...
Hey, got Janna!
Finally, Gorilla gets Janna. We'll see. He wanted to show this so long ago, bless him.
It honestly looks like Shield have something to prove here, and they're like, okay, you know, last time we made some mistakes, and we actually can play a much cleaner game against the same thing. So they let them have Aurelia again. They're letting them have Kog'Maw around here, another Trinity Force champion. So looks like they're going to try and weather that storm. And now, I do like Janna specifically against the Aurelia and the
love it.
So it's a really, really good counter pick. Plus, it is, like, finally we get to see the innovator, Gorilla, with the Janna.
It is going to be a support, it seems. Will we see the Ahri locked in? Ahri worked so well for Froggen, of course, earlier on against Samsung Blue yesterday. We'll see whether Froggen can make it work against them.
Again, this is all mid-game from Alliance. Yes, okay, you do have a hyper carry for the late game, but Ahri and Aurelia is all about mid-game. Zillion support here. I do actually wonder if White Shield wants to lane swap, just to try and to delay the items here from Alliance here, and also make sure Safe can get shut down by Shook and Wicked together in the top lane. So I wouldn't be surprised to actually see White Shield go for the lane swap here and just try and delay this mid-game from Alliance.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I was going to say, that would be the reset comp of all reset comps. Katarina, Kha'Zix, and Tristana.
It's got a possibility. Could work, but again, it does look like it's going to be Fizz. Still, a lot of thought on this one. They haven't locked it in yet.
So what we've seen the first 4 picks from White Shield is a very, very standard White Shield comp. They love to have a lot of kiting potential, love to have a lot of disengage, and then what they do, we talked about it in the Kaboom game. They push every single lane, they got the minions going, and then they start rotating between these lanes here, and you have so much disengage, and you have so much sieging potential that you can take down these towers, move to the next one, and just, if Alliance wants to fight, Janna's gonna say nope, soon, and you just run away, move to your next lane,
And something we also saw was Froggen Probably builds the most tankiest Ahri we've ever seen.
Apparently it's his trademark. Never going to die on Ahri here. A lot of resistance.
The same on an Ivia, actually.
Very true.
I do like it. Again, it's going to go into double AP, so an early Abyssal Scepter is definitely going to pay dividends for him. I think the funniest thing, though, is this Goong sort of checklist of champions. Zed's banned, Ahri's taken away, so Orianna, there it is.
Again, we always talk about his small champion pool, but as long as one of them is open, he's going to perform. He's a great mid laner on these few champions he does play. Got the Orianna, one of his key picks.
Yeah, plus they have got this Tristana, so Janna plus Orianna shields now for that late game. This is going to be
crazy strong fight.
This is such a scary, scary late game from Shield.
Yeah.
And again, it's all the shields that we just saw coming out for the AD carry. We just saw it with Samsung Blue, pretty similar. The only thing missing is the Kayle in the top lane, but who cares when Save gets on Rise? That's the first problem. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The game about to get underway. Alliance are 2 for 2 in the group. They really need a victory here over Najin Whiteshield, who themselves are sitting pretty at the top of that table with a 4-0 record. The question is, which team came out ahead in the picks and bans? For you guys at home, send your votes to @LoL Esports and use the hashtag AllWin for Alliance or NWS win for Najin Whiteshield, and we'll see who you think has the stronger lineup as the game gets underway.
So, since we are seeing, similar power curves for the teams this time around, let's go back to last time and remember, in the mid-game, Shield were so diligent keeping up their vision even when they were behind, and that's how they got picks to get back in this game. They got picks, and the kills went to Tristana, which fed their late game. Now, the specific players I have to call out here for Shield, it's not just their support and jungler doing this work. Save cleared the most wards of anybody in that game. Every 2 minutes and 37 seconds, he was killing wards. So this guy, he's a carry top laner. He kills wards not only to put pressure on his lane opponent and make them play more defensively, but also in the mid game, he clears out wards so that he can flank around behind your team and surprise you and force the fight.
Again, Whiteshield, they are known for their vision control, for all the wards they place down to, again, make these fast movements between the lanes like they want to do, and always know where's the enemy team coming from, can we disengage, can we get out. In the last game, Watch was actually playing Lee Sin, and he placed a lot of wards compared to Shook, because Shook was on a Kha'Zix, if I remember correctly. Now, switch the roles here, so we're going to have the Sidestone for Shook, and we might see Alliance be able to have some better wards down, or more wards down compared to last time, where it was the reason they actually lost.
Alliance were keeping their eyes on Najin Whiteshield, making sure they are in this still 2v2 lane. No switch going around for them, but they've got to be careful because it is going to be a leash for Watch, so they do have their jungler nearby, and there's a lot of vision in that bottom lane, of course. Those 2 wards placed by Whiteshield.
Simply to try and spot where the Alliance dual lane is going, because you can see the AD carry walk into lane. Obviously, he wants to go in and either freeze the lane instantly or fast push it if they expect a 2v2 for the level 2. And that's why they have the ward in here. So they spot it. They can see, okay, we're going to have standard lanes. Obviously, we keep talking about also Rise and Aurelia up in this top lane. Rise straight up one-on-one, can't bully the Aurelia, but then the jungler joins in, and it's so easy for Alliance to set up a gank on to save.
Yeah, in this early game. Let's see how Wicked plays this. He's going to have to be fairly defensively jumping in to get the CS very quickly.
Well, you talked about this power that you could have on Rise early on. Remember, Wicked has played this comp as a save, no doubt, countless times in solo queue. Even over in Korea, we'll see how it develops. A lot of pressure early on from both solo lanes.
Yeah, and I want to talk about, in that top lane, how important it is for that side bush control for save, because the Rise in that matchup is trying to feed in auto attacks with his Q harass. That's why he also has warded this bush. He doesn't want Wicked to get control of those side bushes. Wicked doing a pretty good job, though. Takes that level 2 jump, shoves Save back, and has to retreat again to the bush that doesn't have the ward in it.
And he can keep playing very aggressive because he started Flask, he has the health potion, so he want to trade potions with Save here, make sure he runs out of them, and suddenly he's out of sustain, and that will force Save to play more defensive, but for now they still have potions left.
Thing is, because Wicked goes in for these trades and he puts pressure on Save, the minions start attacking him and his wave pushes forward. So it makes him extend. And one of the key things for this Shield team is also communicating trinket ward timers to your jungler. Now, Save saw Wicked go down to the river and place that ward. All you have to do, these are very short wards, wait 1 minute, return up top, this wave is already pushed up, Rise can set up a gank. As long as they clear out the wave in time, Watch can control that top side.
Wicked needs to be careful up here because he had a lot of minions built up for save already, and he's already behind in farm, so it's going to be a big lead for save early on. And of course, as you just talked about, Wicked is very far in the lane. Seems like Watch. I'll look towards this mid lane here.
Gonna jump on him, instant flash, instant jump, and Frog and counteracted tower hit.
Look at Shook though.
Watch as well. Shook is making his move in towards that top lane. Watch is heading up here as well. You just talked about how he knows that ward's going to be disappeared. But Shook is ready to pounce.
Right, so they're counting on this. They pinged him moving up. Perfect counter gank from Shook. He gets into position. Now, can Wicked bait this into the bush?
Oh, he's going to draw him in there. He knows he's going to get spotted. Here comes Watch. Oh, they're not falling for this one. Or are they? In comes Shook on towards Watch. It's going to be the focus target. Can they get the damage down?
What a bait.
It looks like they will.
Gonna get him. They got him.
There it is. First blood for Shook.
Such a nice play by Alliance here. You also see Shook. He connects his Sonic Wave onto Watch here, and then he waits for the flash before he activates it once again. Follow him and kill him.
This is why you never leave a lane after ganking it in vision of the minions. Watch, he brazenly ganks mid and then walks straight up the river. Alliance ping it out. It's so clear the route that he's taking for his next gank. Shook is there, perfectly set up counter gank.
And last game between these two teams was the exact same deal. Watch, he tried to gank, and Shook was there for the counter gank. Watch was 0-3-0 in that game in the start, where Shook got all the kills, he had all the pressure here. So once again, he's reading Watch like a book.
You need to pay attention of the enemy's vision, how you leave the lane. I talked about, communicating where the trinket wards are. It's the same idea. Any sort of vision, you have to give away a false tell to the enemy. Act like you're heading out somewhere else.
And simply also just Shook realizing how obvious it is that there will be a gank in this top lane. He's up there once again, but there's a ward from Wicked this time around. So he's
exactly.
And that opens up Shook again for another play.
Yes, indeed. In comes around. Gorilla gets caught out. The bomb on his head. Shook comes in, gets himself a second kill, forces Zephyr away. And this is all going well once again for Alliance at the start.
Yeah, and Shook is really using this power on Lee Sin early game to just constantly go for the ganks. He has the mobility, he has the damage. Even if Watch was down in this bottom lane, even if they didn't know he was there, they could have easily gone for this one. Got the easy kill. Nice slow onto Gorilla as well to set it up.
Watch was smiling in Champion Select during that Rammus ban, but he is not smiling any longer. You give away Lee Sin, Shook makes you pay for it.
So, good start for Alliance, but we've been here before. We've been 7-0 up with a 7,000 gold deficit. It was Alliance that fell behind.
And look at this. The Lee Sin early mobility boots. This is complete snowball for your jungler. He wants to continue this ganking, continue to be everywhere on the map.
And we just noticed before here, he actually gave the Wraith Camp over to Froggen, who's slightly behind in the mid lane, had to use his flash, and Shook already picked up 2 early kills, so he doesn't really need the gold anymore. So give it straight over to Froggen, make sure he can catch up.
Exactly, he's trying to spread that money around because he got both of the last hits on the kills. He's trying to extend the sphere of influence, get that extra advantage from Alliance, spread it all over the map. He not only went top, but he went down bottom to help them out.
It's not done yet. Look up in this top lane here. Shook wants to go in again.
Mobility boots coming in hot.
Gets on towards him, saves in trouble. He's not going out of this one. He'll go down. It's Shook once again.
And we've seen it so many times. Aurelia into Rice. You can set up these ganks so easy. Shook can just walk up there, lane gank it. You cannot ward against it at this time in the game. And once again, connect the Q, wait for the flash, and then you kill him.
I love these types of games. It's 100% jungler this time around, and Shook is destroying Watch.
No Amumu though this time around, sadly for you. It's the Rammus ban. Who would have thought that one? Crazy stuff. Froggen gets himself the blue on there. If anyone's unaware what the hell that means, it means Kobe did used to, of course, main the Amumu back in...
What a throwback.
Pre-season 1, in fact.
Pre-season 1, yeah.
Yeah, a long way back.
I was a huge fanboy of Kobe, man.
Yeah, when you were back in your diapers. Watch on the screen. Old man Kobe.
Div catching the bomb on Zephyr. Tabs is turning around the aggression. That's a lot of damage going down on him. The ultimate's coming out as well from Tabs. It's going to ping him very low, still at level 5.
I'm still not sure why White Shield wanted to have standard lanes here because they knew Shook was going to be in this top lane.
He could
try and punish save.
Oh,
and now he's lane as well. Gorilla, he leaves and instantly Tabs just snipes Zephyr here. No heal used, no flash. I mean, right now, White Shield is losing both side lanes.
That was brazen from Zephyr to just stand there. He got flash, he got healed,
That was
and
terrible.
he just stood there under the tower, absolutely confident. And Tams is just like, well, if you're going to gift it me on the plate, I will take it.
What is going on here for Shield? Because straight from Champion Select, you know, they're giving all these things away. It seemed like they had something to prove. They are not proving anything this game.
Not at all. And again, the fact you don't lane swap, you know Lee Sin is going to be active early on, you know he can set up the ganks easily. And also, you want to have your Kha'Zix sitting and farming in the start. You don't want to go toe-to-toe with the Lee Sin. You could have gone toe-to-toe with the Ramos, but that's a different story.
And now he's got that sight stone. This Lee Sin is so far ahead right now. Shook is going to be able to control the entire map. Even though the wards right now are very sparse for Alliance, they have so much control. Shook can now start to extend that vision coverage.
Yeah, and again, the reason Alliance lost the last game was because they stopped warding properly. They kept losing it one by one. Gorilla, you might die.
Gorilla caught out, the bomb's on him, the Ignite's going to run. One more hit isn't enough, I don't think it is.
Oh.
Will take him low. Didn't get followed through. They knew that Watch was coming down, so they couldn't chase.
What an epic crumble. Looks like Shook is going into the enemy jungle
There's
right
no one
now.
from Alliance in the river here. They need to be careful.
Yeah, Watch is going to come in. Zephyr's going to try and pounce. Could we see Najin
Got
White
flash.
get themselves the first kill? Nip in trouble. Has got his ultimate available. Chrono Shift goes on. Gets just in tower range. That is going to work out well for them.
Meanwhile, though, Shook in this mid lane going for Goong.
Going in, Goong in trouble. Teleport goes down. He's already gone. Shook's going to try and run away. Save will give chase, but he is home free.
They've got to be careful. You do not want to keep taking
The
Shook.
teleport. The teleport completely wasted by Xavier. He tried to save his mid laner, but the charm landed from Froggen, and then Shook came in, quick Q, kick, and Q once again to kill him.
That means free turret up top for Wicked here. He's going to clear this minion away very quickly. He could even jump into the lane and cut off Save before he got to the turret.
And right now, Alliance, they can set up for Dragon as well if they want to. They have the teleport advantage. Save is stuck in the top lane right now. He's even delaying his Rod of Ages because he needs the early armor against Shook and Wicked.
They have every advantage in this game right now. Talk about an early game lead last time around. Alliance have such a clear path this time around. They gotta make use of this push.
And there's not the same pick potential for White Shield as they had in the last game. There's no thresh for Gorilla here to just constantly punish Alliance for walking in and clearing the wards alone.
Look at the difference, the confidence. Froggen, he's rushing a DFG, I think. I'm not too sure. We'll see where he goes with that one. He has got himself, obviously went with the double ring and ward, but straight back this time around goes towards that. Shook's fine, save.
No
ultimate. To land the Sonic Wave. Well, he hasn't got Wicked with near him either. That's the problem. Hasn't got that ultimate, so didn't want to go in. But even that's just keeping Save on his toes. Save's going to back. Hasn't got teleport, so if he leaves this wave, Wicked's going to get free time in that top lane.
Shook's already heading down. They've got pink ward coverage here. They're making the call. He's going to go back and find it.
Well, as soon as they see Save in this top lane, Alliance can just start the Dragon. They want to wait to see if he's actually running all the way down to this Dragon, because then you just keep Wicked farming in the top lane, and he can always teleport down. But Alliance, they know the late game scaling for White Shield is insane in this game here, so if it's an early DFG from Froggen, it's going to be great to keep snowballing your lead.
Alliance protecting a ward. What is going on? They really have stepped up that game in the last few days.
Yeah, we were talking with their coach, who was saying the reason we lost to White Shield was because we didn't bring a friend when we wanted to clear wards. We walked in alone. It simply meant White Shield could pick us off and get back in the game. This time around, Froggen instantly moved down to Shook, and now he's going up to top lane to his Danish buddy Wicked.
Friends forever.
Froggen coming round. Can he manage to land that charm? It's not going to quite go through. Hasn't used it yet. Spirit Rush will be back up in a moment. There goes out. Just try and throw the orb out, but that's going to buy time in the top lane, and that could well be a tower down. Najin White Shield trying to react here. They're going to try and draw the Dragon out.
No, that would be a very big no-no for Shield. There's a teleport for Wicked. That would be a big, big no-no.
Watch knows he's got the support this time of his mid laner. Shook is on his own. So, first turret goes down. Alliance in control, and Najin White Shield do go for the Dragon.
Yeah, Safe is running from base here, but so is Froggen. And again, there's teleport on Wicked. It's going to be focused 4.
There it is.
Coming in. Watch the pretty low
right in. Watch is going to be focused. Shook gets the spike down. They turn it off towards them. Gorilla's trying to run away. Shook on team. Gets him down. It's another kill for Shook. He's 4-0-1, and they get the Dragon. Everything is once again going Alliance's way.
No, 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 no. As Monty would say. Whoa, Shield run into that comp. That was a pure trap from from Alliance. There was no way they were coming out with that one.
Again, why did it even start? Save was running from base. He didn't have teleport, so he couldn't join in time. And they knew Wicked could always join in. Najin White Shield, you have to wake up.
They're going to take the middle turret. They may even take the bottom turret. Everything just trembling right now. Alliance in full control. They have a 6,000 gold lead and a 6-0. It's one ahead in terms of gold of where they were before. Surely to God, they can't throw this one away.
No, I mean, they must have learned from their mistakes last time around now. You have Sidestone on your jungle. Just spam wards now.
You say that, but look at the jungle. They don't have any deep wards here. The outer turrets are down. They don't have ward coverage over the blue side here. They even have an Ahri who's got a first blood here and is going towards that Deathfire grass. They have the ability to get picks inside the jungle, but the wards are in the river.
Right, so obviously we are still 14 minutes into the game.
Okay.
All the wards on the Dragon here now. Go back, get some pig wards, and let's just see this fight again. Watch this tank and Dragon taking a lot of damage.
Fight goes to...
We'll actually escape just in the very end here, but then Gorilla is just left for dead.
I mean, that Monsoon, if that not had gone off from Gorilla, that could have been a massacre. That could have been 3 or 4 kills there easily.
Save was still running from base. I mean, he wasn't even there.
I mean, yeah, they tried to do it because Froggen was back in base, but teleport discrepancy there, all in favor of Alliance. Tabs was coming back from base already, so he's there.
Mid-game.
I mean, they're running into the double Trinity Force comp.
Look at this. All the pink wards for Alliance. They are learning, they are watching, they are adapting. Can they make use of the vision? That's the question.
Yes, and can they avoid running into White Shield and get baited by their wards like they did last time and get picked off? Again though, there's not the same pick potential from White Shield here. They pretty much only have a flash rune prison from Save to start a fight if they want to catch off Alliance. So as long as they stay together, or don't at least face check into these wards, they have some deep wards in or place the ward before they want to clear the current ward from White Shield, they should be safe. Still though, we have seen them lose games where they were very far ahead. Didn't happen long ago.
Just 2 days ago, that's all that was. Alliance, though, they are continuing their lead. Triforce was completed by Wicked, which is why he's still feeling so confident. And again, look at this. Nif comes up, Shook comes up, Froggen comes up. 4 members are all piling in towards this top lane. Save is going to be the focus target, but this time around, Najin White Shield do have friends themselves. The 280 carries, they're not involved in this. It's a 4v4 skirmish.
Right, Tabs is shoving up mid, so Alliance do get to swing from the top side. They can rotate a little bit quicker because they've got the inside lane here, and they can catch Shield off guard. Tabs getting some damage down on this turret. They're pulling sort of a shield move against shield, chipping off the top turret and then taking chips off the mid turret.
Yeah, they're fully focusing just on mid lane and top lane at the moment here, because down this bottom lane, Zephyr was pushing it before. He's actually staying. Once he shows himself, it seems like Alliance though actually just want to back away.